Hello, my name is Jonathan Tino, and my whole essay was about the struggles of power. Many of us have dealt with certain types of power, whether if it was a classroom setting or in a public setting. No matter what, we can never escape it, and we can never truly get away from absolute power. Um, and the government alone, our whole federal government and state and everything like that is structured based on power. So the whole idea of my essay is was to analyze the how people can cope with power, or also how soft power, hard power, like from Niles and Hyde's ideas also intend to be truly in to be outside in public, where if it's just like a normal setting where it's just someone talking and someone influence you, or if it's like an actual higher power hierarchy. Also Tompkins' ideology, like, it shows that when it's good, right, and virtuous, also to show how if some people were in power, is it in their right, or is it good for them, or is it virtuous for them to use their certain power for either a good setting or for power hungry. um throughout my analysts, I've seen that a lot of power struggles have been in new, like when America was very in the early stages of modeling itself after the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. It showed that VP Johnson, actually, his power, he was corrupted with power. And when Tompkins says, is it good, as a right, or virtuous, or Hyde's moral character, it shows Johnson's moral character, that he's really corrupted with power, and he doesn't see any good or right or virtuous for the public to use it, and he only sees it that he himself can do whatever he wants. Whereas when we go down to the USSR, when there's a whole debacle of should they go back to Stalinism or not. One of the leaders in 1995 decided to open up more of the USSR to the public, and more of outside media and everything like that. And he felt that that was great, and he felt that was right for the people to understand that, hey, there is an outside world and not just ours, and everybody else is not as bad as we thought they were. Um, with that being said, hopefully I hopefully my essay was great enough to understand. And also, another one that I also did about was about the justice system, the criminal justice system, how when there's a lot of investigations and the victims don't really know what's happening during the investigations, sometimes they get screwed. Sometimes the investigations lead to nothing, and the police station doesn't tell them until like a couple of days later, or even months later, telling them, hey, we stopped looking for that person, or we stopped doing this. And it just shows how there's a lot of power struggle in that whole, and it's all corrupt. A lot of officers in that situation know that there is a lot of corruption in there, but at the end of the day, they can't really do anything because it also leads to the hierarchy. So with that, thank you for listening to my presentation about my essay, and hopefully my paper um, did great on that. Thank you so much.